Hello, my beautiful love goods, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucca, and today I am renovating a home here in The Sims 4 that is, it came with the base game. It is in the world of Oasis Springs. It is the house that the Roomies household lives in. The Roomies household, I believe, is inspired by New Girl. Is that what it's called? It's the sitcom. But basically, this is the house. I've always really been intrigued by this home, and I've just never played in it. I've never renovated it. I've never touched it. And I was just playing like normal. And one of the Sims that I was playing was romancing Mitchell Kalani in this household. And I was like, I want to renovate this house. And I thought today we could renovate this home using only the base game. I've already renovated this home. We're about to jump into a time lapse. But I just thought I would show you the before we get into the renovation. So what really drew my eye with this home right here is this courtyard. I thought this was a really fun idea, really fun concept. There's nothing in it, unfortunately. It was the base game. There wasn't a whole lot to do. And obviously we had no pools. We didn't have a lot. So the outside doesn't have a whole lot going on for it. Still, nonetheless, I thought this was a really interesting home. Once you go inside though, it's still really interesting. It's a pretty cool house in concept. There is 4 bedrooms. There's 3 bathrooms, which is really cool for the amount of space. It's actually really got a lot going for it. And the layout isn't so bad. There is a lot of space, for your Sims to move around. There's a, full-size kitchen, living room, dining space, etc. It's not a bad house. It's very dark. Considering how many windows is in here, it's really dark. The decorating isn't the best. The furnishing, it was a different time. I don't really understand some of the concepts. Like, I really liked the whole fact that there was like a Jack and Jill bedroom here or a bathroom here, but I'm like, this is 4 grown adults living here, so why is it like that? I don't know. I just feel like they moved these Sims in and they didn't build this house for those Sims in particular. Again, could just be me being assumptive. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool house, but I made a lot of changes, and there's really no sense in kind of going on and on about it. Let's go ahead and let us jump on into the renovation. Okay, so here we are in the actual renovation, and I thought today we would only use the base game to renovate this home. I didn't give myself a budget or any other restrictions by any means, so I just focused on doing something that was base game and different, because me, I've done a lot of base game homes in the past. We've had the base game for a long time, so it can get pretty repetitive if you do a lot of them, but I really wanted to try to do something a little bit different, use some items that I didn't really use before or haven't used in a while. It was really refreshing. It was really, really fun to do this little build. It's been a while since I've done a proper build in The Sims 4, so it was really good to jump in and just kind of start renovating. But yeah, this house, it was such a cool concept, but I just feel like it was poorly executed. I feel like that could be said for a lot of the homes in the base game in the OG days, before the EA creator people were able to build homes for the packs. It was a different time, but at the same time, it was a really fun, experience renovating it, because it was a blank slate. I felt like I could do whatever I wanted with it, and I still tried to keep the original concept of this home being for some roommates. So it won't be the same household necessarily, but the concept is there. I see pretty much 3 roommates living here, but maybe the small bedroom, because I did there's a smaller bedroom that's smaller than the other 3 bedrooms. It's a little random. I don't know why. It was just I had a single bed in there. I think that was maybe, I don't know, just an extra bedroom, I guess. But basically I turned that into a guest bedroom, but we're not there yet. I'll talk about that when we get there. Focusing on the exterior, I focused on just kind of just revamping it a little bit. The roofing is really cool. I like the shape, but I didn't like the patterns that they used. So I just made it a little bit more simple and a little bit more sleek. And I initially did go with this kind of dark brown kind of stucco on the exterior. I do change that into some siding towards the end of the build. I just wasn't really happy with how dark it looked. It was kind of cool. Like, I did enjoy it, but I felt like the siding just looked a bit more, I guess, realistic for it to be a house. And the first thing I did, though, after, doing a few plants out front, changing up the colors of things here and there, it was I redid the windows and the doors. The thing is, there was so many of those really small rectangular windows that were like really up high, and it made the whole house so dark. I don't understand why they did that necessarily when we have these really big windows that are just perfect to let in a lot of light. I don't know, maybe they were going with the idea that it's the desert, it's a lot hotter, so maybe they don't want as much light in the house, but I don't know. I just don't see the point. If you don't want to deal with the heat, why live in the desert, I don't know. Especially it's The Sims, for crying out loud. We didn't even have seasons, so the Sims are fine. But yeah, it was definitely a little bit of a challenge to get started with this build because I had an idea, but I was like, where am I going with this? What am I doing? This courtyard, I really wanted to figure out this courtyard initially, but it did take me a little bit of time to kind of figure out what I wanted to do with it. I kind of go back and forth with it and the interior as well. So you'll see it towards the end. I think I figure it out, but it was really, really fun, with all those lights or all those windows letting in all that light, especially like during sunset. Oh, so cool. That's one thing in The Sims 4 that I am absolutely in love with. And we didn't even have that in the very beginning, was this dynamic lighting through the windows. It's absolutely stunning and gorgeous. Especially right now, look at that. Oh, let's see all that light being let in. Beautiful. I love it. But here I am just placing down the living room. The layout of the living room initially wasn't bad, but I just felt like it was really closed off and it just felt kind of cramped and weird and just kind of awkward. And so I did just kind of open it up a bit by removing that wall, and I kept it really simple. Because me, I could go through literally every single couch and hate all of them and not pick one and then get frustrated. So I just went with these two here, went with the simple boxy base game ones that we, have obviously overused, but they really worked in this situation. They were very nice. The blue and the green was a nice combo here. It kind of, went with the rug and just, I don't know, the tones in this room are nice. I really like them. They're very calming and soothing and simple. And the white walls, I just placed down the white walls and the white flooring as like a blank slate whenever I shelled out the house, emptied the house out. But I really like the white walls. It was nice. It was kind of refreshing and bright. Something I don't normally do in The Sims, which I don't know what's gotten into me. I guess just in real life, I'm kind of against white walls, just because I think they're boring sometimes. But in this case, it was nice, I guess, because it was bright, it was clean, it was airy. It was such a huge contrast to what it looked like before. And since this is a base game home, I didn't have the beautiful Oasis kit. What is it called? The Desert Oasis kit? Desert Chic? I don't remember. The curtains. The curtains. We're just going to call them the curtains that we all know and love with the curtain rod and everything. We obviously don't have that with the base game. So I kind of made do with these base game curtains and that shelf. Honestly, kind of works. Is it perfect? No, but it still does the job and it looks pretty good. So, and I really like how it brightens up the room even more, I think, with those bright, white curtains. And they're not like a white. They're like a nice, subtle warm white, which always, let me tell you, if you're going to do white anything, when it comes to lighting, when it comes to furniture, when it comes to paint, go with a warm white. Cool whites, Cool whites are no-go. No. That's giving fluorescent. That's giving Walmart. Okay, we're not here. No. And I put those lovely sliding doors in this house, and it just, I was just thinking about, I'm like, oh, just imagine them like sliding these doors open and just letting all the light and the air in. Maybe not because it's in the desert, but I was just imagining if it, was in a nicer, like more temperate area. The bathrooms, well, I was going to say all the bathrooms are pretty much the same. The first two bathrooms are the same. I'll get into that later. But this bathroom, it's just a nice kind of bluey, greenish, tealish kind of color scheme. There's not really a lot you can do in the base game. So let's be honest. So I just kept it simple. And honestly, I really like the bathroom. It's super cute. I just placed down all the essentials that they would need. I tried to do a fun pattern on the floor, but I wasn't really loving it. And so I just kind of kept it simple with this really bright, kind of aqua tiling from, I'm going to say from the base game. It's all base game. I don't need to say from the base game, but yeah. Very cute, very nice, very clean, very bright. I do move the shower because I initially loved this layout, but I realized the shower, I wasn't sure if Sims were going to be able to access the shower with that counter being there. I could have just removed that little half angled counter there, but I kind of was like, maybe not. I really do like that. It's kind of a fun shape. It breaks it up a bit in here. So I just kind of flip-flopped where the shower was going to be and put it on the other side of the room. And I thought that was still good. So it worked out. I didn't mind it. Coming up with something new to do with the base game was kind of hard. Let's be honest. We've done so much. So I went about this approach as this was a group of Sims that were roomies. You want a variety of Sims to play when you're playing roommates, right? Which maybe not necessarily realistic because in real life, I'm assuming roommates are usually people that get along pretty well, that are pretty similar. But in this case, it's fun to have a variety. This first bedroom is like a sporty bedroom. That's really all I can say. There's really nothing else going on with it. It's just blue, gray, and white, and it's sporty. That's kind of it. It's simple, but I don't mind it, honestly. It was kind of refreshing to have something a little different because you know me, I can go green all day. I can put green paint everywhere, put plants everywhere, put decorations everywhere, make it super witchy and boho and, all that good stuff. But I don't know. I've overdone that. So it's nice to do something a little different, something that isn't really my experience. And I really liked this little bedroom. It was cute. I put some nail polish on that desk because I did think that there would be like a jock living in here. This was his bedroom, but he likes to paint his nails black. I don't know. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it in my head. I don't know. But yeah, like there isn't a whole lot going on in this room. It's the base game, so there really isn't like anything crazy unique going on, but it still looks good. That was my goal, was to just make something that looked livable. And the cool thing is, if you, even if you just own The Sims 4, you can download this house and you can renovate it with whatever packs you have, whatever custom content you have, and just kind of make it your own. Obviously, you don't have to download this because you already have this house in your game. It is just there in Oasis Springs. It is called Cacti Casa, and it's in the lower right-handed neighborhood in Oasis Springs. It's a great house to renovate. I would recommend giving it a try if you haven't, or you can download my version and then renovate this one. That's like pseudo renovating because you're renovating a renovation. I don't know. Is that renoception? I don't really know. The second bedroom here, this one was for an artist. I know, original, right? There's not really a whole lot. Again, like I said, not a lot going on with the base game. So you kind of have to do an artist's bedroom at some point. And it really worked. I really like it. I always love doing little artsy bedrooms. So I just gave them a nice little desk, pretty much the same kind of layout, sort of, as the last bedroom. Just, a bit more artsy and, different. I'd give them some alternating colored walls that kind of match the bed and, that's really it. It's kind of cute. I love that bed. I mean, I hate that bed because we all have to use it all the time. But I like this version. This like bedspread. It's kind of cute. I like the blues and the yellows and the greens with the white background. It's kind of cute. I like it. If in real life, I would really like that actually. But yeah, I was like trying to figure out the curtain situation, and you'll see me like mess with it for a few seconds here, just trying to get these shelves lined up just so that it looks like it's a curtain rod. And then they have their own bathroom in this bedroom, which is quite nice, honestly. It's in the corner of the house, so nobody else can really use this bedroom or bathroom. So I just did a bathroom. I don't know what else to say about it, to be honest. It's a bathroom. Like, there's nothing crazy going on. Like, I could have edited this out, but hey, why not? It's a similar, if not the same color scheme as the last one. I was like, ooh, orange flooring. I'm gonna go with that, and then I remove it because I didn't like it. It just felt really dark and dingy, and I did not want this house to be dark and dingy. I wanted it to be bright and fresh and just I wanted something that was not what it was before. Now, I will say the next bedroom is a little bit of an interesting backstory. I just kind of came up with it on the whim. So I can imagine there was a jock and there was an artist living here. They were roomies. They were living here. Maybe they had just moved in, or maybe they were looking for, another roommate to kind of move into this house with. I'm explaining this now because it's going to take a hot second to explain it. But basically, I thought, what if they encountered a random sim that time traveled from the past? I don't know. I don't know where this idea came from. I don't know why I just randomly thought of this. But I wanted to make the bedroom different. And I was like, I don't really love the idea of just making it like another basic bedroom. So you'll see me in a bit start furnishing this bedroom, and I was like, ooh, I'll go with like a really pink style, or like a feminine style. It definitely evolves. It definitely evolves because and I really love it. I really love it when these ideas come to me like this because it adds so much character and so much quirk to the house. I think I furnished the courtyard first. I was trying to stall there for a second to kind of draw it out, but it doesn't look like it's going to work. I just made the courtyard a nice little hangout space because initially I wanted it to be another dining space, but they already have a big dining space and they have stools in the kitchen. I don't think they need a third dining space. Plus they have one outside on the other side of the house. So I was like, you know what? We're just going to make it a nice little hangout. Give them a bonsai tree, give them some little, plant pots, a little, bench to just sit on, and just hang out. But I don't know, a nice little workbench to do some carving or something. I don't know. Here it is. Anyways, so I start with doing this like pink bedding, and I was like, oh, I'll just make it like a nice bright femme bedroom or something. And I was like, I don't love this. I hate this bed. I genuinely hate this bed. It's the worst bed in the game. It's so bad. Like what is that headboard? That does not exist in real life. But I was like, oh no, it's fine. I don't really have a lot of options in this game right now. So I'm just going to go with it. But I continued to hate it. So I was like, what if I went with this bed? And I was like, oh, I could do goth instead. I could do all black. And I really did like that idea, actually. It was pretty cool idea to just do like a gothic Victorian looking bedroom. But then it struck me because I realized I was like, oh, the doors aren't going to match. But then I was like, well, maybe I can make the door like a hidden doorway, so that it kind of is like, oh, this is like a gothic style. It doesn't match anything. But then I was like, but the wood tones don't match on the inside of the bedroom. So I made these match, and then I was like, wait a minute. I was like, what if this sim is from the past and their bedroom is kind of like a little capsule for them? It's a little place for them to just go to and to just pretend that they didn't travel to the future by accident. Maybe the storyline is they're trying to figure out a way to go back to their original timeline so they can just live their life like normal. Maybe they discover some writings from themselves in the past that were like saying they did, and he was like, okay, I just have to figure it out now. That's giving me ideas to write a fan fiction. and do like a Draco Harry thing. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, I made sure the bathroom, because at first I wasn't going to give them their own bathroom, but I was like, you know what, why not? Why not? The other two basically have their own bathrooms. So I'll give them their own little old-fashioned looking bathroom too. So yeah, it's like their own little escape. I made sure to just put a bathtub in here because they wouldn't have a shower. I don't know which era they would come from. I don't know. There's not really a lot I can do with the base game. So I just decided general Victorian vibes, like maybe Victorian, maybe Edwardian, maybe before that, maybe after, who knows? Just they're from the past, we'll say. But yeah, I do the guest bedroom here, but I will tell you, unfortunately, I did not get to record the exterior part of like the pool area and everything, like where the patio and stuff was, but I will actually show you that here in a few minutes. I am going to be doing a video tour here very, very shortly. But yeah, I like this little bedroom. It's just bright and yellow and simple. But yeah, there's really nothing else to say about it. Let's just go ahead and jump on into the little video tour, and I'll give you all a little tour and show off this house and everything. And here we are. We're here. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't she lovely? I really enjoyed doing this renovation. But before we get into it too much, I'll show you the exterior, just because I did miss the recording part of this. So you can see I didn't do a lot. I mean, I did a lot, but I just put in a pool, and because we didn't have pools when the base game launched. So I did a pool. We did a nice little hangout space. And then there's this really pretty pergola we got some time ago. I just thought a nice little outdoor eating area would be perfect. It fit pretty nicely here, and I thought this was a nice little, entrance to the pool area. And yeah, that's really it. But let me go ahead and show you all the overall house. Basically, I didn't change any of the walls. I kept the floor plan exactly the same. The only walls that I added were these two little walls right here on the sides of the kitchen. But yeah, the kitchen is nice and bright. One thing I really did enjoy about this kitchen was the flooring that I used. Super, super cute. Yeah, the flooring in here, this came with the base game originally. It was this one right here, the antique stone tile. They added new swatches quite a long time ago. And I just thought this really like white, kind of creamy colored swatch was very nice. It brightened it up in here, but it still kept that warmth, which is really good. And we saw the living room, kept it very simple and open and fresh. I didn't really add a lot of decor in this house, I've realized. I actually kind of don't mind it. It keeps it pretty minimal. And then, you see the guest bedroom here, super cute. I really love the yellow and just the minty green. It's a simple little bedroom. You can turn this to whatever you want. Then this is the time traveler's bedroom and bathroom, kind of hidden away with this bookshelf door that we got. It's like a secret passage. It's like, I mean, anybody would look at this and be like, why are these books so narrow? But at first glance, it doesn't look like it. And then we have the two other bedrooms. One's for an artist, one's for a jock. Maybe it's an enemies to lovers thing. Who knows? Maybe they can't stand each other, but they both have bad credit and they have to live with each other. I don't know. The other bathroom here, this is more the public bathroom. But yeah, it's not public, but like the house bathroom, and then the nice, lovely little courtyard with, the brick and, the workbench. My favorite part is the like the afternoon lighting when you have like some sun here. Wouldn't that be so nice to just sit in? Because you don't have to worry about the noise from outside. You're still in the house sort of, but I don't know. It's super, super serene. And yeah, that is pretty much it. It is available on the Sims 4 gallery. It is under my username, Lucca Owens. That is LuccaOwens. And yeah, do let me know what you think. Do you want me to do more? I know I've done these kinds of renovations before, but do let me know in the comments down below if you would like to, see me give another one a try. I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all for being patient with me. My upload schedule is incredibly inconsistent, as am I as a person. So yeah, I don't know when I'll upload next, but hey, here's to eventually. But anyways, I love you all so much. Take care and all that. Drink some water. stay hydrated, all that good stuff. And yeah, that is everything. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird and beware of the nargles. Bye, y'all.